shit, music stop, music stop, music stop. Uh, 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 uh. Hello everyone and welcome back to another Hookster Talks live stream, which coincidentally enough, for the first time and possibly the only time in 7 years, it coincides with my birthday. Yes, today, 6th of April 2023 it's my birthday. Yes. Let me turn that off. So I just like to say thank you everyone. For me and Mr. TB, now in case you're wondering, yes, TB did buy me a present. Oops. Shut up! Live stream from 3 seconds ago. Shush! Shh! Shush! Right. Yes, in case you're wondering, TB, yes, he did buy me a present for my birthday. Yes. He bought me a life-size cardboard cutout of Hannah Atkinson from WTF1. And I have to say, I have been polishing it religiously all day. All day. So thank you, TV. Great present. Great idea. Great idea indeed. So yes, here I am on my birthday for a Hookster Talks, in which for the first time ever I've got absolutely nothing to talk about. Yes, I did the video on Monday about the Formula 1 race in Australia, so I've covered it. And there's no more racing now for the next 3 weeks. Yes, 3 weeks. So I've got nothing to say. So thanks so much for watching, everyone. You've been awesome as always, and I'll catch you in the next video. Let's look at the comments. Let's look at the comments. Hello, Mr. Will F1 Gaming. He says G. And hello, Matthew. Welcome to the stream. He says good. Happy birthday, Hookster, says Will F1. Thank you, Will. Thank you very much. Matthew says, can you react to the Facebook video I tagged you? I can, Matt. I can. Hang on. I will have a look at it. Let me have a look at it right now. Dee. Give me a minute while I open up Facebook. Da. Dee. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Let's bring it over to the big screen and get rid of myself for a moment. Here we go. Let's bring it up. Let's bring it up. Can I make it any bigger? I presume it's this one about Formula 1. Here we go. Make it bigger, please. Thank you very much. Oh, let's get rid of myself. Have we got any sound? No, there's no sound. Hang on a minute. Let's rewind it to the beginning. I've got to find some else way of getting some sound because I've got no sound at the moment. Hang on, please bear with me. Right, anyway, it's all laced up and ready to go, Matt. So I'll have a look at that in a moment. Hello, Scott. Welcome to the stream. He says, "Oh look, who it is? It's Dave. Yeah, it's me. It's me. Yeah." Bloody Cockney Dave, that's me, innit? Yeah, I'll come out of the cupboard just for me birthday. Yeah, just for me fucking birthday. But in that fucking cupboard ever since COVID started. Ever since COVID, well, and the fact that he won't have me on fucking YouTube because he says I'm too rude. Too fucking rude, he says. I ain't fucking rude, I'm Cockney Dave, mate, ain't I? You know you fucking love me. Oh, shit, I shouldn't be doing that on camera because it completely destroys the illusion. No, what I meant to say was, yeah, I'm Cockney Dave, mate. Oh, God, it's too late. Too late. That's it. Another one of my secrets is now gone. Another one. Yes. I'm here to announce on my birthday today that I am actually Cockney Dave. I know. It's going to be such a disappointment to everyone, but it was me all along. It was me. I was just putting on a silly voice, pretending to be like Jason Statham. But it was me. It was just me. Oh, God. Hello, Mr. Polish Eddie. Welcome to Street. Says, happy birthday, my God. Well, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. He says, love those deja vu drift vids. Thank you very much. Scott says, happy birthday, Dave. Did TB and Carmen, Jordan and Hannah get for you? Well, as I said, from TB, he did get me a life size, and I have had it confirmed, yes, through my sources, that it is a life size cardboard cutout of Hannah Atkinson from WTF1. And as I said earlier, yes, it's been rigorously polished this morning. Yes, rigorously polished, and now sits pride of place on my sort of mantelpiece. Yes, mantelpiece. Yes, could only just get it on there because she's quite a tall girl. But she just fitted on the mantelpiece. So yes, it's a lovely little decorative ornament for me now. So there we go. Anyway, Matt wants me to look at this video, but I've got to try and find a way of getting some sound. Just please bear with me. This was not in the script. I didn't know I had to get sound. Sound. When are you going to come on, sound? Let me explain. I've got a little speaker kit under here, but it's on a timer, you see, and it comes on at certain times, and I can never remember what time it comes on. At the moment, it's not switched on, so I've got no audio, no sound. I'm just trying to see if I can find some headphones somewhere. Headphones! Where are you, headphones? I can't see them. I put them away the other week, and now I don't know where I put them. Where are you? Oh, wait a minute. Stand by, everyone. As you can see, it was totally all rehearsed beforehand and scripted, as it always is on Hookster Talks. I always script it all completely and rehearse it 14 times before I come on air. So I know that it's perfect. I've got headphones. I've sort of got headphones. Oh, well that bit. Where's that bit go? Where does? No, that's not going to fit in there. It's broken. Oh God. Yeah. Well, I've sort of got some headphones, but not really. This is going to be like the old days with the gramophone. You kids won't even know what a gramophone is. But yeah, like the old gramophone, we had to put one to your ear like that. Yeah. Now I'm showing my age. Anyway, let's plug these in and see if I can get some sound out of it. God's sake. You're so professional, Dave. So professional. Here we go. Let's see if I can get some sound at least out of one ear. There's a message from Matt as well. What does he say? He says, I'll get to that other message in a minute, Mr. Matthew. Played the video from 2 minutes 17 seconds onwards. Okay, thank you very much. Right, hopefully I've got some sound. I want to check this first so it doesn't blast my eardrum out. No, can't hear anything. Hello? Oh, wait a minute, it's muted. Oh, bloody hell. Okay, I've got sound now. He says, play the video from 2 minutes 17 seconds onwards. Okay, 2 minutes 17 seconds onwards. Here we go. Go back a couple of seconds. Right, okay.
Bora pra cima, o bicho tá pegando, rapaziada. Bora lá, mano. Ai, gente, o Leclerc parou também, meu Deus do céu. Vai, gente! Que isso, velho? Travou nós ali, mano. Caraca, mano, a Red Bull parou junto ali também. Caraca, mano, que erro de atenção, velho. Ah, meu Deus, cara. Solta a gente. Meu Deus, mano. Caraca, velho. Pô, Jeff, você mandou eu parar, mano. Ah, mano, isso que eu fiquei revoltado. Pô, o Jeff pediu pra eu parar no box, mano. Aí chama o Leclerc também. Ah, que isso, cara. Pô, mano, eu tento me segurar, mas não tem jeito, cara. Olha só eles avisar, mano. O Leclerc vai parar, mano. Eu ficava na pista.
Guilherme Santos mandou 75.
Caraca, mano. O Hamilton ficou preso atrás do Magnussen. Eu vou tentar aproveitar, mano. Agora facilita pra mim aí, Magnussen. Na humilde. E o Stroll tá fora, olha. Muitos pilotos saindo fora, hein, mano. Carro de segurança, rapaziada.
Safety car.
Eita, olha a briga. Vem aproveitar.
As condições vão continuar piorando por pelo menos 10 minutos.
You're gonna take him out.
Aqui eles estão bem lentos, hein? Caraca, mano, tô conseguindo tracionar bem.
Foco, precisamos manter o nível.
I'll give me two. You're not a bad driver. I'd have taken all that by now if that was me. Oh, steady.
Ai. Caraca. Meu Deus.
Caraca. Oh, it looks like my camera's frozen. I know you
Tudo
can
nada.
still hear me though.
Ai, que isso, Hamilton?
Ai, que
isso,
isso?
Russell? Caraca, que furada busca.
Go on! Go in here, that's it. Yes, got him. No, too wide. No, contact, contact. Look at the determination in his face now. Look at it, look at it. Ooh.
Não deu, rapaziada. Não deu, mano. Quarta posição, rapaziada. Quarta posição aqui com a nossa...
So cute.
I hope he's in a safe dressing room. That's all I can say, Graham. Ross, see him outside Tottenham Court Road Tube Station tomorrow. Sit. Sweet little dog, isn't he? Lovely.
No,
I
he's
think it's gone to his
gorgeous.
head a bit. to
Do
be
you,
honest with you,
Faye?
yeah.
Yeah. I got a whiff of that off him, Robbie. And
There it is. Thanks, Matt. That was classic. I've just got to sort out my camera because, as you can see, it's completely frozen up. So let's try that again. So, see, I got so excited my camera froze up. It was too much for it. There I am. There I am. There I am. Right, anyway. Wowzers. Let's get back to the comments. See what you all thought about that. Right, Matthew says, happy 64th. I am not that old. I am not that old. Unbelievable. Oh, and Cockney Dave says, Scott, that's me. Played the video for 2 minutes. I did that. Helium Trophy says, need a new pair of headphones on your birthday. That's exactly what I need, Mr. Helium Trophy. Yes, a new pair of headphones on my birthday. Oh, dear. Anyway, thanks for linking me in that, Matt. That was great. That was great. I just love the enthusiasm. I wish I could understand what the language was. I can understand what he was saying, but yeah, that was absolutely great. He says, sorry, typo. No worry, mate. No worry. Well, there you go. Yes, today is my birthday. I am 45 years old. Who knew? Who knew? I don't know. I don't know. But then again, I never was any good at maths either. Right. Now it's time for the part of the show where it's going to be a complete cock-up. Because I'm going to see whether anyone's out there who's going to wish me a happy birthday, apart from you lovely people in the chat. Yes, lovely people in the chat. Now, last week, this turned into an absolute disaster, and I ended up having to speak to Dom on my tablet because, yeah, the stupid... If anyone doesn't know, I do all this myself. I've got no special buttons here to press. It's all done live by myself, and it's all done on Facebook as well. And let's just say Facebook and trying to communicate through video and audio is not something that I would recommend. No. But I do it because, just like everything else on this channel, it's cheap. In fact, it's very cheap. It's so cheap, it's free. I have got Zoom as well, but they only give you half an hour for free, then they charge you. The robbing bastards. The robbing bastards. So there you go. Let's have a look and see if we can find anyone. That'll be a laugh. And whether it's going to work or not. Oh, before I do that, I need to disconnect my lovely face. My lovely face I need to disconnect. So first off, let's try the bloody Canadian. Because you never know. No! Oh, I don't believe it. I do not believe it. Same message as last week. But yes, that's it. Facebook, I'm done with you. I'm going to report a problem because this is ridiculous. I have just restarted my computer, and it's still saying. Computer says no. Troubleshoot problems with your camera video call. This is about using messages on Facebook. Oh God, this is boring. This is boring. If something isn't working, here are some things you can try. Check your computer's hardware. No. I've done that. I've restarted it. The internet's fine. Ask a friend. Well, how are they going to bloody help? Learn how to report. There you go. That's what I want. Learn how to report a problem. It's not abuse or I'm all spam. Oh, God. Oh, God. I thought this was going to be easy. I knew I shouldn't have clicked on Facebook. I had to report me such as... having trouble... In other words, don't bother reporting a problem on Facebook because we don't want to know. We can't be bothered. Just go away. If it doesn't work, it's not our problem. Look, there is nothing on there to report a problem. Wait a minute. Select help and support. Then select... Where's help and support? Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, this is... Reporting a problem. Report something. I want to report something. It's my birthday. You can't do this to me on my birthday. Oh, God. What the hell? Report inappropriate or abusive things on Facebook? Well, I can't report myself, can I? What to do if someone's... No. No. What? Oh, for fuck's sake. What is this? The Encyclopedia Britannica? Listen. Facebook. Just put an option that says, my camera is not working. Where the hell's that option? Where the fuck. What? No, sex offend. No, I know. No. Oh, God. I give up. I just can't. I just can't. Let's try Dom again because I just can't. Ah! Ah! I don't believe it. How can you do this to me? It's unbelievable. Oh, God. So let's try it with the camera on then, because usually the camera has to be off, but I'll try it with the camera on there and see what happens. No difference. Something went wrong. Try restarting Chrome, or... How can I restart Chrome when I'm streaming you? God. Now, last week when this happened, I did restart the computer again and then recalled Dom, and it worked fine. So, yeah, I don't know. It's just... Oh, it's ridiculous. It really is. I'm just going to settings now. No. If anyone knows the solution to this, please let me know. Because it's ridiculous now. I'm going to have to switch the stream off just to... Oh, it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. It's just so weird. It was working fine. just don't get it. I don't get it. Continue to allow Facebook to access your camera. Yeah, you can see it on the screen, can't you? Yeah. Oh, she's turned into a WTF1 video. This is camera. Yeah, that is the camera. So why aren't you working, Facebook? Ooh. Pain in the bum. Pain in the bum. Hello, Mr. Let's get rid of that because I'm fed up with that already. Let's put myself back on screen. Mr. Plynal Pleasures in the chat. He says, Dave, happy birthday, Hookster. Well, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. He says, what a race Australian Grand Prix was. 3 red flags. Never seen that before. I know. What a Grand Prix that was. What a complete and utter shit show. And now what I'm hearing is that Felipe Massa wants to contest the 2008 World Championship. I've never heard anything so ridiculous in all my life. I really haven't. I really haven't. If this goes through, it will set a precedent, which means that all drivers that have been aggrieved by not winning their championship for any reason, let's not count 2021 Abu Dhabi, for any reason, he's going to be able to come back down and say, oh, no, I don't think that decision was correct. I think I was the winner of that championship. Then they'll have to go and change all the championship positions on the, on all the websites of where people, it's just, oh my God. The whole sport will just completely go into a meltdown. And nothing against Felipe Massa, but I just hope that this doesn't go through. I really do hope this does not go through because it's ridiculous. It was 2008 for cock's sake. 2008. Wouldn't be so bad if it was like last year's championship or the years before, but 2008. How could you... It's just... No. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Now, of course, this was the championship that was won by Hamilton on the very sort of final laps, wasn't it? It was when who was that driver who let him pass? I can't remember the driver who let him past. His name has escaped me, but that was what it was all about, wasn't it? Right at the end. It's weird, very weird. Planet says, in that case, Michael Schumacher was the real winner of the 1992 championship because that Williams was an illegal rocket ship. Exactly. This is what I'm saying. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous because, yeah, the Williams, there was accusations that, there was a little bit of shenanigans going on with the design of that car, which was correct because it had the active suspension, which was pretty much giving it a huge advantage. And that's pretty much why all aids were banned for the 1994 season, which unfortunately didn't actually work for a good season. That's because as we all know, that's the year that Ayrton Senna was killed, and there was a lot of rumours that the reason why that happened is because of all the sort of enhancements for the cars was all banned in 1994, and there really wasn't enough time given for the drivers to sort of get used to these cars without the ABS and the traction controls and the stability managements and the suspension whatevers which was on the cars. That's what the rumour was, that they weren't given enough time to get used to these cars. There was a lot of accidents in 1994 apart from Senna's during that season. A lot of accidents, and I'll say a lot of it was attributed to that fact that they just they went from, they could have just banned some of these systems and phased them out over the years, but no, it just completely went the other way and banned the whole lot. And so the car was completely, as spec for the 1994 season, which, didn't have some very good consequences, did it? So, not good. But yeah, so you could say that, 92 championship, that was a farce because of the Williams and their active suspension, which huge advantage, because none of the other teams had it. So obviously it was a huge advantage because they were winning all the races. And so, yeah. But you could go back, You could go back to the 50s and say when Manuel Fangio didn't win his championship fairly due to, I don't know, he had too many knobbly bits on his tyres. I don't know, something like. But who knows? But this is why it's stupid, absolutely stupid. You can't. There's got to be some kind of time scale, to appeal for these decisions. I would say 3 years. If things aren't sorted in 3 years, then the results should stand, because I'll say you can't go back now to 2008. You really can't. That's ridiculous. It really is. I'm not quite sure what Felipe Massa's motivation is for even doing it, because Massa's always been, one of the good guys in Formula One, and the way he's going about this is sort of tarnishing his reputation a little bit. So I'll have to read up more on it and see why it is he's actually deciding to. Or I know he hasn't done it yet. He's only thinking about it. But even I'm just trying to work out why he's even thinking about doing it. It seems very weird to me. Very weird. I mean, he's not going to gain anything, even if it came through and they said, yeah, he was a champion. He's not going to gain anything. It was 2008. It's gone. So I'm at a loss to think what his motivation is. Planet Pleasure says, even if Massa took legal action, Hamilton still finished third in Singapore, so he'd finish ahead of the title with 3 points instead of 1 point. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. So it's just, I don't know. It's just weird. But then there's a lot of weird things happening in Formula One right now. Not just in these current races, but in past races as well. It's just, I don't know. As I've said before, F1 needs a complete shake-up. Really does. Needs a shake-up, because it's, someone I follow on Twitter was going on about Bernie Ecclestone, saying that, that he's a very old man, and some of his comments are, yeah, I agree with that. He is a very old man, and some of his comments are outrageous, some of the things he says. But if you look back to the Bernie Ecclestone era, Bernie did make Formula One a sport and not an entertainment show for TikTokers, which is exactly what it is now. So, bashing Bernie now because of what we're seeing and what's going on in Formula One is, you really shouldn't be doing it, because Bernie, it was a sport. When Bernie was in charge, it was a sport. Now it's pure entertainment trash. It just reminds me of the WWE or I don't know what it is. I don't follow it. So whatever it is, it just reminds me of that. I'm quite expecting now for Max Verstappen to get out of his car after he's won a race and hit Lewis Hamilton around the head with one of those fake wooden chairs. I could just see it happening now, and all the crowd go cheering. Because that's where it's going to end up. It's going to end up like the WWE. I think it's E. It was the WWF, but they changed it, didn't they? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, that's what's going to happen. They're going to start throwing chairs at each other as soon as the race finishes now, because that's what it's turned into, and it's being Americanized. Now, obviously, I've got nothing against the Americans, because I know quite a few of them, but it is being Americanized to such an extent now that it's really not a sport, and that's a very important point. It needs to still be a sport. Sport first, entertainment second. Now, if you do a race and it's a very boring race, that's it. It's a boring race. There's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do to artificially enhance it. And if you do, then all the conspiracy theorists start up. And it's like, oh, no, you've done this on purpose. So it's your actions that are causing other people to react. Exactly what happened in Australia. Now, I understand, actually, Mr. Helium Trophy said in the comments that for that second flag, that a wheel bearing had fallen off into the crowd in Australia. So I can now understand why that second flag was done. That's quite sensible, because don't forget, of course, they've had problems at Australia. There was Jack Villeneuve when I think it was a tyre, wasn't it, went into the crowd and actually killed a marshal. So they've always got to be careful of Australia, because you're very, very close to the circuit. You've got those high fences, but you're still pretty close to the circuit. And of course, with the barriers, smack into the barriers, and all sorts of bits of your car can fall off, and they can go straight up over those fences. I mean, they are very high fences, but that will not stop a wheel or a tyre flying up over the top. We've seen it happen. So they've got to be careful. But that first red flag for Albon was ridiculous. It really was. As I said in my video on Monday, Ralf Schumacher had done a vertebrae in his back in 2004 at Indianapolis. And the safety car was going around. I think it was 9 laps. It was going round while the medical personnel was seeing to Ralf Schumacher. The safety car went round for about 9 laps. I think, if I remember rightly, they came into the pits every time they went past the incident. If I remember rightly, I think that's how they did it. They come into the pits. So yeah, 9 laps under the safety car while they were attending to Ralf Schumacher. The race was still going on, and that incident on Sunday with Albon was nothing like that smash with Ralf Schumacher. That was a serious smash, because, as I say, he did vertebrae in his back, for God's sake. So it was a serious impact and a serious smash, and yet they still let the race continue under the safety car. This is what I've also said as well. Charlie Whiting would have known exactly what to do in that situation. The safety car is your first line of defence. Anything happens in the race, anything at all, doesn't matter, you pull out the safety car. Okay? While the safety car is going round, then you, as the race director, you can talk to the people on the circuit, because they've all got radios. You can talk to the people on the circuit and ask them, to tell you exactly what's going on. So you've got that safety car period where you are getting information back to you to tell you what's going on. And then, after a certain amount of time, once you've got all the information in front of you, you can then make the decision whether to red flag the race or not. That's what the safety car was invented for. That's what it's invented for, yeah. To make the race safe while incidents and accidents are sorted out. And don't forget, of course, you've also got the virtual safety car now as well, which is also, just a virtual version of the safety car, but it slows down the field. But yeah, the main safety car is the main defence in any race. Any accident, you should just pull out the safety car and assess what's going on, and then work it out from there, and then red flag it. But this is the problem. The incident happened straight away within seconds. They red flagged it. Now, they had no idea how bad the incident was in a few seconds, because you have not got enough time to amass any data from people on the stewards at the circuit to see exactly what's going on. No, they just overreacted and went, that's it, red flag, red flag. So yeah, I don't understand it. The red flag is your last resort. When the race can no longer continue, like, say, Spa 1998, David Coulthard in the pissing hard of rain, 12, 13 cars, all smashing into each other, debris everywhere, total carnage. That's a red flag situation. Straight away. No hesitation, you red flag the race. Okay, because you can clearly see, you don't need to wait for information to come back to you, because you can see it with your own eyes. You can see exactly what's happened there. Oh my God, complete disaster. Bing, red flag. Job done. But Alex Albon going off the circuit, bit of gravel on the track. You don't know what the situation is there. You've got no idea. All you know is a car spun round, there's a bit of gravel on the track. So, let's pull out a safety car until we find out exactly what's going on there. That's what they should have done, but they didn't. They overreacted. And that's what I've said before about this nannying culture which exists everywhere in the world right now, about everything has to be so safe, so secure. We have to all be in a little box now, and the world is not safe. Formula One is not safe. You can make it as safe as you can. I've not got a problem with that. I don't want to see drivers getting injured. I don't want to see drivers die either. So make it as safe as you can. But there's a point in time when you make things too safe. And that is what they did, I believe, on Sunday with that red flag. they were making the race too safe. They should have just brought out a safety car and assessed the situation, but they didn't, and that's my issue. And the stewards over these past couple of seasons have made some very, very strange decisions. And I still believe, some of these decisions are entertainment based. Now, of course, Martin Brundle came out and said, no. There's none of this going on. None of this going on whatsoever. But, as I've also said, he would say that. He works for an F1 broadcaster. So he's not going to come out and he's not going to say, oh yeah, we just make it all up. Yeah, we make it all up and try and introduce... He's not going to say that, is he? Because, as I say, it's going to be like admitting that aliens did crash land at Roswell in 1947 and we've still got them in cold storage in Area 51. It's the same difference, because that is such a bombshell that if he admitted that, everyone in Formula One would go, oh my God, it's true. It's exactly the same as we all know about aliens. We all think that they exist, but we don't know until one actually lands in our garden and we see it overhead and we go, it's true. It's all true. It's all just maybes. It's all maybes. And that maybes is what keeps the world going, because I do believe that the day a huge spaceship appears above the White House is the end. It's going to be the end of civilization, because we will finally know that we aren't the only people in the galaxy. And that, unfortunately, will be too much for quite a lot of people to take in. So the thought of aliens being is what we need. Just the thought. And, the odd grainy picture of spaceships flying, we don't know. Could be a spaceship, could be a bit of dust. Who knows? So, yeah, we really don't need this to be confirmed for us. Now, of course, the USA have confirmed a couple of years ago that they were objects that were being tracked that weren't from this planet, and it seemed to have passed everyone by, and everyone sort of, because COVID was going on, they released it at a very clever time. COVID was going on, and everyone was more concerned with COVID than the fact that the USA had just openly admitted the fact that aliens and their spaceships possibly do exist. But nobody took any notice because, as I say, they had a brilliant distraction in COVID. But that's what I mean. You can't really have this proven, because otherwise the whole of civilization would just break down. I'm a firm believer in aliens. But I'll tell you what, if I saw one outside hovering above me garden, shed in my garden, I'd be absolutely mortified. And I'd be like, oh my God. And I'd probably go and hide for the next 5 years because, I believe in it, but I've never seen it. So I can't prove it, which means that's fine with me, It's only when things get proved that's when the problems start. So, yeah, anyway, getting off the aliens thing for a minute, Martin Brundle obviously had to say that, no, there's no shenanigans going on. Because I'll say he's an F1 broadcaster. He's not going to, because if he did say, yeah, it was manufactured, oh my God, the press and everything would just have a field day with that, and they'd run with it, and then the conspiracy nuts would start coming out, and it would just be a complete shitfest. It really would be an absolute shitfest. So yeah, it's far better if we don't know. But I still say that some of the decisions have been manufactured in a way that is audience pleasing. I'm not saying they're done on purpose, no, but I'm saying they are manufactured in a way that pleases the audience in certain situations, causes controversy, causes headlines, which, don't forget, Formula One is in a decline. It's been in a decline for quite a few years now, not just this year, last year, the year before, about the past, I don't know, basically since the hybrid era, 2014. Of course, we had the dominance of Mercedes, and through those years, lots of people started to lose interest in Formula One, and a lot of those people haven't really returned. So what they've been trying to do now is try to get new people. the younger crowd to get interested in Formula One. That's why we've got the TikTok generation now into Formula One. That's why they invented Drive to Survive, to try and bring all these younger people now into the sport, because they know a lot of the older people have far left it and gone, no, can't be bothered with this anymore, can't be bothered. But of course, as we all know, and I'm not taking the piss out of young people, well, maybe I am, but we all know that young people today have the attention span of a turtle. That's why TikTok was invented. Yes, 59-second video, that's about all the attention span for you youngsters is, isn't it? Come on, admit it. 59 seconds, that's about it, isn't it? Yeah, so that's why they invented TikTok. And so they've got to do things that will bring these younger people in, and I just feel that a lot of it is with that in mind. And I do feel that if it was 10 years ago, and if Charlie Whiting was also still around as well, I don't even think we'd be having these discussions. I also don't even know if Drive to Survive would even be a thing. I don't know. Charlie was a very huge influence in Formula One. I don't even know if he would have allowed it. But I do know that if this was 10 years ago now, we wouldn't even be having this conversation about manufacturing results and what have you, because it just wouldn't have happened. But as I say, because a lot of people have left, they've had to get the young people in, the TikTokers, and it's just, yeah. I don't believe it. I don't believe that what Martin Brundle says, that none of this is going on. None of these shenanigans. I don't believe it. I'm sorry. I just don't believe it. I'm not saying every single incident is manufactured, but what I'm saying is when something happens, they're thinking, oh, how can we turn this to our advantage to get the best ratings? That's what they're thinking. And it's just unfortunate to see. Matthew says, Hamilton or Alonso, who finishes higher? In this championship, I presume, well, after Australia, I'm going to say Hamilton now. Because he had some pace. Not enough for Maxi Boy, but he definitely had some pace in that car. And George Russell would have had even more pace if his engine hadn't exploded. But I'm going to say Hamilton is going to beat Alonso. I said this in earlier Hookster Talks, actually, that I thought that Alonso and Aston Martin were probably going to tail off in their development towards about half season. I said they were going to come out strong out of the box, which is what they've done. But I think by about halfway, they're probably going to tail off. And I think Mercedes, I don't think they're going to improve, but I think their pace is going to be the same, which means that they are going to be stronger than Aston Martin at about halfway point. So I think I'm going to take a cheeky bet on Hamilton being higher than Alonso at the end of the season. That's my opinion anyway. I think so. But we will see. Anyway, that was the first part of Hookster Talks. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. You have been awesome as always on my birthday. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to reset the computer and see if I can find anyone. So stay tuned. I'll be back in about 5 minutes to see whether I can get this bloody Facebook to work properly. So thanks, everyone. You have been awesome. From me and Mr. TB Bear. TB the Bear, TB the Bear, TB the Bear. Bear. Yes, in future I may have to do this if this is going to play about. I may have to just do 2 streams, do one with me talking my usual bullshit, and then come back and see if I can get the other one to work. Now, of course, I haven't spoken to anyone, so there might not be anyone that's going to answer, but at least I'll be able to test and see whether this is actually working just by doing a restart. So yes, stand by, everyone. 2 chances for Hookster tonight. And I'll catch you in about 5 minutes, which is about how much long it takes to restart my computer. Thanks, everyone, and I'll catch you